Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Chicago Fire star reflects on Otis' lasting impact on Cruz. There is no Cruz without Otis. Chicago Fire actor Joe Minoso discusses the impact that former character Brian Otis Zvonicek has had on Cruz's journey through the show. The series, which kicked off the One Chicago franchise, debuted on NBC in October 2012 and has become one of the network's most successful shows. Minoso has played the fan-favorite role of Cruz in the Chicago Fire cast since Season 1. The character developed a strong friendship with Yuri Sadorov's Otis before the latter's tragic death in the Chicago Fire Season 7 finale, an event which hugely impacted Cruz as a character. In an exclusive interview with Screen Rant, Minoso discussed how Otis' death continues to shape Cruz years later, and how Joe's decision to name his son Otis ensures that his late friend's memory will live on always. Discussing his close relationship with former co-star Sadorov, Minoso talked about how the Otis actor visited the set recently, and it was great to reconnect with him. Check out Minoso's full comments below. Minoso's comments show the impact and importance that Otis had, and continues to have, on Cruz's life. As he is now a father and named his child after his late friend, the two men are now connected on a deeper level and will always be a part of one another. Cruz has come a long way as a character since the show began, and as his life and career are thrown into turmoil by the events of the back half of Chicago Fire Season 13, he would do well to keep his friend's memory close at hand. After being blackmailed by gang member Junior Polanco for his role in a long-ago fire that resulted in the death of Polanco's cousin Flacco, Cruz aids Polanco in robbing Firehouse 51, but is shot, leaving his DNA at the scene. This could spell big trouble for the One Chicago stalwart, who will be lying to his crew. He may even feel guilty for dishonoring his dead friend's memory. This has fueled belief that Cruz could leave Chicago Fire, but his bravery and dedication to honoring Otis could prompt him to do the right thing and come clean about his past. Otis and Cruz had a strong bond that has endured even after the former's death, with his final words to Cruz translating as "Brother, I will be with you always." Cruz's child sharing a name with Otis helps cement this fact, and should see Cruz seek advice and comfort in the memory of his friend, he will likely come away feeling more centered and closer to Otis. While it is unclear whether Minoso will be leaving Chicago Fire, the recent events in Cruz's life make for an uncertain future, and one in which he could use the advice of his late friend more than ever. It's been years since Chicago Fire fans said goodbye to Brian Otis Zvonicek, but his presence still lingers in every firehouse scene, and most of all in Joe Cruz's heart. When Joe Minoso, who plays Cruz, recently opened up about Otis' lasting impact, he didn't mince words. "There is no Cruz without Otis," he said, his voice softening as though he could still picture Yuri Sadorov standing beside him on set. For Minoso, the loss of Otis wasn't just a storyline, it was personal. He recalled the moment when showrunner Derek Haas told him that Otis wouldn't survive the Season 8 premiere. "I was gutted," Minoso shared. "Otis and Cruz weren't just best friends on screen, they were brothers. Yuri was my day-to-day partner in crime for years, and suddenly I had to say goodbye to that dynamic, both as an actor and as a character." The impact on Cruz was immediate and profound. In the episodes following Otis' death, we saw Cruz unravel. He was haunted by survivor's guilt, plagued with the image of his best friend's final moments, and desperate to find meaning in the loss. Minoso admits those scenes were some of the hardest of his career. "Those tears were real," he confessed. "I wasn't just playing grief, I was living it. I missed Yuri every single day on set. But out of that grief, Cruz found a new sense of purpose." Otis' memory became the engine that drove him forward, first with the installation of the memorial plaque at Firehouse 51, and later in his personal life as he worked to be the kind of man Otis would be proud of. "Every time Cruz doubts himself, I always think of Otis," Minoso said. Otis was Cruz's moral compass. He reminded him to stay grounded, to never take himself too seriously, to find the light even when things get dark.